All right, guys, so we got a 2006 Honda Goldwing, and the heated grips are not working. The seat, I don't think it's working either. It's kind of hard to tell right now. It's not really cold out, but the grips are definitely not working. So the only thing I did so far is take off the Allens right here, and we're going to start diagnosing it. So I'm leaving the seat connected. I'm getting underneath here to the relay box, and I'm just pushing the tabs in right here, and we need to get to the green one to start with. All right, so you can tilt the seat up like this. You can leave it plugged in. You can get to the relay box easy. These tabs right here lock in. Just push them in and then push them down. So you just push them in, push them down, and you can work the relay box off, the cover off. So the first test is to pull the green connector. You can see it's colored green. This relay right here, replace it with a known good one, and then see if your stuff works. So we're going to do that first. All right, so I got no difference there. So it's not the relay. Let's move on. The next thing you gotta do is pull this left saddlebag off to get to the heater control unit that's right next to the battery, kind of right underneath here. So let's get this bag off. All right, so with the saddlebag removed, I just have it set off a little bit on a bike stand, and I got these two relays pulled out of the way, and that's the unit we're looking for. Okay, that's the unit we're looking for right there. There's the plug. It's held in by a bracket. The bracket's got a push pin right here. You got to pull that out, swing it out of the way to get that out. All right, so here it is, pulled up out of its hiding place right down in there. So let's start testing this. So these two wires right here, the two green ones, these should both have continuity to ground. So let's check that. All right. All right, so the next step here, we're checking the red-black wire, which is right here, and we're just checking for voltage in the on position when we turn the key to the on position. So let's see what we get. And we got voltage, so we're good there. All right, the next step is we go to our black and white. All right, and we're going to check voltage there when we turn the ignition on. Ground, pin, we got voltage. All right, so the next step, you're going to want to know the temperature in the shop. So right now my temperature is 20 degrees Celsius. So we're going to check between the green and black wire right here, which is terminal number 8, and then the blue and white, which is terminal number 4. And with the temperature being 20 degrees Celsius, we should see somewhere between 58 and 64 kilo ohms. So let's take a look. That was 63.9, so we're good there. So let's move now to we're going to leave the green and black one in terminal number 8, and we're going to go to terminal number 11, which is the blue and green wire. All right, so we're looking like this right here. And we're going to do the same thing. We should have the same resistance. All right, good. Those are our two front thermostats. So now let's check the rears. So the rear we're looking at, we're going to leave that other terminal in the number 8 position, and we're going to go to the blue-red, which is in number 6. All right, right there. All right, there we go, 64.7. It's a hair high, but I think we're good. And the next one's going to be between terminal 8 again and terminal number 12, which is the black-yellow. All right, so we're looking like that right there. And we're 64.5. So we're right there in the range. We're looking good. Let's move on. All right, for the next step here, we're going to remove the heater relay, and we're going to put a jump wire right there between those two terminals. And then we're going to come back and down here. Back down here, we're going to turn the ignition on, and we're going to check for voltage between the number 3, which is a black and white wire, the number 5, which is a red-white wire, and the number 7, which is the white-green wire. So we have this top one here is terminal number 3, then here is 5, and then here is 7, and we're just looking for voltage when we turn the ignition on. So you're going to ground your multimeter, and you're just going to turn the ignition on and check for voltage. Let's see what we got. All right, ignition on. Terminal number, we'll do 3 first. All right, voltage there. We'll do 5. voltage there, and 7. Got nothing. So terminal 7, I don't have any power. All right, we're getting somewhere. And just so you guys know, one of the most common problems with these heaters going out is going to be the left grip. And terminal number 7 is our left grip. All right, so now because we don't have any voltage going to our grips, so we're going to go ahead and check our grips and make sure that they're good. All right, so this next step is tricky because the plug for the grips are behind the radiator on the right-hand side. The right-hand side here, they're back down in there. So an easier way to do it is just cut the housing, carefully cut the housing right here and expose the wires. Stick a probe through both of them, like those pins I was using, and then check continuity from there. That's what I did. I do not have continuity. There you go. Between the grips, so I have a bad grip. Now, I assume this was the problem because when I bought the bike, this grip was twisted all the way up, and this one moves, and it shouldn't move. So it twisted all the way up, most likely damaged the wires inside here. So this grip needs to be replaced. The cover that I removed right here covers all the wires in there with 2 Phillips heads. All right, so we found our problem here. You can go to the other grip and test the other side. Just take the plastic cover off, find the wire coming off the grip, do the same thing. Just be careful cutting the housing because you don't want to cut the wires inside. So in this case here, this was the problem on mine. We went through the rest of the diagnostic procedure to get all the way to the grips. If the grips both would have been tested good, then we would have went to the seat and tested the seat. The same thing, test resistance in there and make sure that's good. So they have to work together. If you don't have resistance in your grips, you can try leaving your grips off and just turning on your seat and seeing if that works. But as soon as you turn your grips on, it's going to notice the disconnect here. No resistance is going to cut it off. So you can try that. So guys, I hope that helps you out. I'm sitting on the wing right now. The seat's warm. I don't have the grips on. If I turn them on, it'll cut the whole heating system off. So we're going to leave the just the heated seat on for now until I get some replacement grips. Now you can get any replacement grips you want and just go ahead and splice in the wires at the bars so you don't have to take everything off the right side. If you go with factory grips, you're going to have to take the right side off and take the radiator off to enable to get to those plugs. So anyway, hope this helps you out. Please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell for further notifications. Stay warm in them Goldwings. This winter time's coming. Till next time, Tepcocyclerepair.